live inside Globe Life Field. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Athletics and the Texas Rangers. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Yuri Perez. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. And time now to check out the A's lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And a swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
1 out, base is empty. Next one in the dirt. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first, Connor Kaiser up next for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. 2 down. Now here is Fisher. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Just missed.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Late on that fastball. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Swing and a ground ball. Lindor. They get the force, and that'll do it. A's 0, Rangers coming up. This is the American League Division Series on the show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, David Festa.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
breaks his bat and pops it up. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup.
Batting second, the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Now here is Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first.
Yes, you're out.
Bagwell out on the play. Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Rangers set down in order. Scoreless after 1. We're in the second game of this division series. And now number 25. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he left that changeup off.
1 ball.
Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And that one is lifted in the air. On the move. Makes the grab. 1 down. And here's the catcher. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. And
Ball.
misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. 1 Bin Cho next to bat for the A's. The pitch. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's some real power at the plate. Won Bin Cho. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it. 3rd out. The A's strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now, Mike Trout. Just off the outside edge, and the count's even at 2. Now one missed.
Full count.
Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Lindor launched a homer in his most recent game. That one misses. Ball 2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Back at Globe Life Field. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Christian Campbell. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pick.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Next up for the A's, Mayer. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Top of the 3rd, no score.
Ball. 2-2.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Full count.
One down, base is empty. And there's a base hit to left.
Everything came together for him. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter. Swung on, belted. Trout on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And it remains 2-2. Man at first, 1 away. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Connor Kaiser now at the plate. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long.
They take the force out, and that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, number 8. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
1 strike.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy in the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Now it's the DH. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the center fielder. This one in the air. Settles under this one. Brings it in. Out number 2. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Fisher.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with them.
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He beats it safe, and it's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore, where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's the catcher. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Breaking ball misses down and away. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Andrew Wentz getting ready to go. Kimbrel warming up as well. Next pitch, not close, up high. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. On his way over. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. And now the right fielder, Corey Rozier. A's leading by a run. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Christian Campbell up next for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back in Arlington, now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And here is Jeff Bagwell. One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Fouled off to the right. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Solo homer. He crushes that one to right field. A gigantic blast. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Mike Trout. And that one popped in the air, left field. Sizes this one up, corrals it. That is the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Andrew Wentz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So the lineup flips over, and now Mayer. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball. And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next offering is down low. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next up for the A's, Fisher. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2. Full count.
In the dirt, blocked, and the runner holds. Struck him out looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're in the second game of this division series. Here's a big power threat, number 11. Next pitch is outside. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Garrett Clevenger, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Pagan, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Stays alive.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Base is empty, one away, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. That one to first, and that's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there, on its way, gone. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Base is empty, one away, and now the catcher comes up to hit. That one drilled left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. The throw in. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. David Vesta done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Garrett Clevenger.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And next is the designated hitter. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the center fielder.
Both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Just missing there. And a count now even up.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
This ball's chopped on the ground. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Craig Kimbrell.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, one-run game, and the batter will be the shortstop.
That's a ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Carlos
2 balls,
Estevez
1 strike.
up and loosening in the pen. Doval, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Kimbrell ready. Here it comes. Ripped into center, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now here's the A's catcher. Check swing called strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Corey Rozier up next for the A's.
Two, 1.
Swings through that.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one 95 to finish him off.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Next up for the A's, Juan Bin Cho. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And it's even up.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And that is that. So one hit is all they get. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Rangers 2 and the A's 1. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the sixth. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. In there at the knees for a strike. And the next pitch is way outside. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Full count.
And that one hammered out of here. He nails one out to right. It's 3-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Garrett Clevenger won't go any further tonight. 2-1 ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Emilio Pagan comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jeff Bagwell stepping in for the Rangers. 1-1 now. And that's down and away.
Well, these Rangers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Ha! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Chipper Jones. Fastball almost got him there. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. That's to third. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Trout.
Ball.
Handles, throws the first, 2 away down.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Here's the left fielder.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one is back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here comes Chipper, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Here's Francisco Lindor. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. We head to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Rangers 4 and the A's 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Carlos Estevez. Christian Campbell getting ready to hit. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On to first. Out. 1 up, 1 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the center fielder, Mayer.
Ball 2.
And it's fouled away. The Rangers leading by 3 here in the late stages of game 2. That one ripped. Get out of town. He jacks that one out to left. And they close the gap. It's 4-2.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
1 out, base is empty. Now the third baseman. That one the other way. Fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next to hit, Connor Kaiser. Tying run at the plate. And that misses. And now 3-1. The tying run at the plate. And fouled off.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Carlos Estevez won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. Mlbwl on to pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Fisher up next for the A's. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Now it's the shortstop. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're here in Game 2 of the ALDS. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. The A's get one on this homer. It's now 4-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Gott.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, number 8.
Ball to strike.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. He's out. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now here's the Rangers DH. Inside, almost got him.
Ball 3.
Activity in the bullpen. Danny Young getting loose out there. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And now the center fielder.
Ball.
Runner on the go. This one in the air, right field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Second baseman.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the A's 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Fernandez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now here's the A's catcher.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So up next, Corey Rozier. And a slider misses down and away.
Full count.
Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Juan Bin Cho up next for the A's. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
It's through for a hit, and that keeps the inning going. Christian Campbell digs in now. Fouls one off. 2-2. Cho off of first with 2 away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. The A's strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Danny Young. And here's the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Right through there. Got it. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Chipper Jones stepping in for the Rangers.
Ball.
Action in the pen down there. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Draws the walk there.
close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Jones into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
One out and a runner at second here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 2.
2-2.
And a good eye there.
Full count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And a swing and a miss.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. First and third, one down. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Orion Kirkering.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The Athletics down to their last out. Connor Kaiser up next for the A's. Kirkering is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these 2 teams.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi.